Every woman has wondered it. What does he really say about me when I'm not around? When he's with his best friends, the guards are down, the filter is off. What is the truth? Well, today, we are pulling back the curtain. We are becoming a fly on the wall in that conversation. I'm going to share with you the 7 dirty little secrets men only tell their best friends about the woman they're falling for. And when I say dirty, I don't mean disrespectful. I mean raw, unfiltered. The unpolished, politically incorrect, and often shockingly sweet truth he would never say to your face. This is the stuff of locker rooms and late-night phone calls. Understanding this language will give you more clarity about his true feelings than 1,000 "I miss you" texts ever could. So, if you're ready to hear the truth, let's get into it. To understand these secrets, you have to understand a man's 2 conversational worlds, the living room and the locker room. The living room is where he is with you. He's thoughtful, he's charming, he chooses his words carefully. He's trying to impress you and say the right thing. It's beautiful, but it's curated. The locker room is where he is with his most trusted friends. This is his emotional processing plant. It's where he can be messy, uncertain, and use crude language to express complex emotions without judgment. It's not about being disrespectful to you. It's about him figuring out his own feelings in the only way he knows how. The secrets I'm about to share are all from the locker room. They might not sound like poetry, but I promise you, in the language of men, they are the highest form of praise. The first secret is the one that celebrates your authentic self. To his friends, he'll say, "She's so weird. I love it." Now, in the feminine dictionary, weird can feel like an insult, but in the masculine locker room, it's a badge of honor. It is the direct opposite of boring or predictable. Let's get specific. What does he mean by weird? He means your unique, uncurated quirks, the things you do when you think no one is watching. What this sounds like: he's with his friend, laughing, and says, "Dude, you'll never believe this. The other night, she got so excited about the season finale of her show that she started acting out all the parts. She didn't even know I was watching. She's such a dork." Then he'll shake his head and smile, adding, "It was the cutest thing I've ever seen." Or he'll say, "She has this crazy obsession with collecting vintage teacups. Our apartment is starting to look like a museum, but she gets so happy about it." The psychology here is crucial. Men are surrounded by people putting on a performance, on social media, at work, even on first dates. When he sees your genuine, unfiltered, weird side, it is a breath of fresh air. It signals authenticity. It tells him that you are comfortable in your own skin, which gives him permission to be comfortable in his. He's not just falling for the woman you are on a date. He's falling for the dorky, passionate, quirky human you are behind closed doors. And he's bragging to his friends that he's the only one who gets to see it. Number 2 is the secret that reveals his deepening respect for you as an equal. He'll say, "Dude, she's actually smart." The word "actually" is the key. I know it can sound condescending, but what it represents is a pivotal moment in his mind. Men are visual. The initial attraction is almost always physical. He sees you, he thinks you're beautiful. That's phase 1. But phase 2, the phase that leads to real love, is when his respect for your mind begins to rival his admiration for your beauty. What this sounds like: he'll say to his friend, "We were at this dinner with my work colleagues, and they started talking about a really complex market trend, and she just jumps in. Not only did she keep up, she made this incredible point that no one had thought of. My boss was blown away. Dude, she's actually smart." Or, "We got into this debate about a political issue, and she just completely dismantled my argument. I was kind of mad, but it was also really hot." This confession is him admitting to his friends, "She's more than just a pretty face. She is my intellectual equal. She challenges me. She makes me think." A man can find 1,000 pretty women, but a woman who stimulates his mind, who he can learn from, and who can hold her own in any room, that is a rare treasure. He's telling his friends he's found a partner, not just a playmate. Secret number 3 is the raw confession of his fear. After a fight or a mistake, he'll tell his friend, "I think I messed up." This is the locker room equivalent of him admitting his heart is on the line. To you, he might act defensive or distant after a disagreement. His ego is too fragile to admit the depth of his fear directly to the source, but with his best friend, the wall comes down. What this sounds like: a late-night phone call. "Man, we had a huge fight last night. I said some stupid things. I was a total idiot." His friend will ask, "Did you apologize?" And he'll say, "I tried, but she's still upset. I think I really messed this one up. What if she's done with me?" That last sentence, "what if she's done with me," is everything. It reveals that the idea of you walking away is a real, tangible fear. A man who is just playing the field doesn't care if he messes up. He just moves on to the next one. But a man who is falling in love understands he has something valuable to lose. This isn't just about him being sorry for his actions. It's about him being terrified of the consequences. He is admitting to his friend that you hold power over his emotional well-being. Okay, let's break down the most misunderstood and most powerful dirty secret of all. When he tells his friend, "She's just easy." I cannot stress this enough. This has absolutely nothing to do with how you are in the bedroom. This is about your soul. It is the single greatest compliment you can receive. A man's life is hard. It's full of pressure, competition, and problems to solve. From his boss to his family to societal expectations, everyone wants something from him. He is constantly on, performing, striving. What this sounds like: his friend will ask, "So what's the deal with Sarah? Is it serious?" And he'll lean back, a look of genuine relief on his face, and say, "Dude, I don't know what it is. She's just easy. There's no drama. I don't have to guess what she's thinking. When I'm with her, I can just breathe. It's the best part of my day." What he is saying is, she is my sanctuary. Easy is masculine code for, she doesn't add to my stress, she relieves it. She doesn't create problems, she is my partner in solving them. She doesn't drain my energy, she restores it. When he says you are easy, he is telling his friend that he has found his emotional home, and every other man in that room will feel a pang of jealousy because they know that feeling is what they are all secretly searching for. Secret number 5 reveals that he is no longer just seeing you, he is studying you. I call it the little things report. This is when he starts relaying tiny, specific, and seemingly insignificant details about you to his friends. What this sounds like: he'll be out with his buddy, and the guy will order a drink. He'll say, "Oh, Sarah would hate that. She can't stand anything with gin in it." Or he'll see a dog in the park and smile, saying, "That looks just like the dog she had when she was a kid. She still has a picture of it on her nightstand." Or even, "It's so funny, she has to sleep on the left side of the bed every single night." Why is this so important? Because it shows you are living in his head, rent-free. His brain is now an active archive of you. He is paying such close attention that he's memorizing your preferences, your history, your habits. These are not the grand, impressive facts you share on a first date. These are the intimate details one only learns through time, observation, and genuine fascination. He isn't just spending time with you, he is actively learning the language of you. Number 6 is the evolution of his pride in you. It moves beyond the superficial. It's the protective brag. He's not just bragging about your looks or your job anymore, he's bragging about your character. What this sounds like: he'll say, "Man, you won't believe the week she's had. Her mom has been sick and she's been running around, taking care of everything, all while crushing it at work. She's an absolute rock star." Or, "Some guy was being a jerk to the waitress at dinner and she just calmly but firmly stood up for her. I've never seen anything like it. She has so much integrity." This is a massive sign. He is publicly aligning himself with your values. He is telling his friends, "The woman I am with is not just beautiful, she is a good person. She is strong, she is kind." He is defending your honor even when it's not being challenged. This is his protector instinct manifesting as deep respect. He is proud of the human being you are, and he wants his entire world to know it. And finally, the secret that is often spoken in a whisper, the one that represents the final surrender of his heart. It's the quiet, terrifying, and beautiful admission: "I think this might be it." What this sounds like: it will come at the end of a long conversation about you. He'll have told a few stories, shared a few of the secrets we've just discussed. There will be a pause, the energy will shift, and he'll look at his friend, almost seeking permission, and say quietly, "Dude, I've never felt like this before. I think this might be it." His friend will probably just nod, because he understands the gravity of the moment. That phrase, "this might be it," is the ultimate locker room confession. It's him verbally laying down his sword. It's him admitting that his search is over. He's not saying it to you because that's too much pressure. He's saying it to his friend to make it real for himself first. It's the moment he transitions from a man who is falling to a man who has finally, completely fallen. The weirdness he loves, the respect for your mind, the fear of losing you, the peace you bring him, the details he memorizes, the pride in your character, and the final, terrifying admission. These aren't dirty secrets. They are the beautiful, messy, unfiltered language of a man who is falling completely and deeply in love. They are the proof that when he's with his friends, you are still the only thing on his mind. If this video gave you some secret clarity, do me a favor and hit that like button. It tells me you want more of this behind-the-scenes content. And make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell, because my next video is when two people like each other without saying it, and you need to understand the paradox. Now, let's talk. In the comments below, which of these 7 secrets would you be the happiest to overhear a man saying about you? I'm so curious to see your answers. Thank you for trusting me with this locker room talk today. Go be the amazing woman they can't stop talking about.